6 trucks are reportedly on fire on the N3 toll route. Motorists are urged to use alternative routes as emergency services are on the scene. Let's get an update on what's happening out there. We're joined on the line now by N3 Toll Concession Operations Manager Thania Dhoogra. Very good morning to you, Thania. What's the latest? What's happening on the ground there? Okay, we appear to not have Thania on the line, but of course a story that we will continue to follow. I understand she's back. Thania, can you tell us what exactly happened?
Hi, good morning. Yes, the N3 is currently closed along Van Renen Pass to all traffic as a result of 6 vehicles at the satellite in the early hours of this morning. But fortunately, at this stage, the fires have been doused. Recovery and cleanup operations are currently underway, and law enforcement and emergency services are working really hard to get the road opened to traffic as quickly as possible, as soon as it is safe for us to do so.
Is there a level of understanding at all on what really happened, how this transpired?
We don't have a very clear picture of it, but the reports indicate that the drivers of these vehicles were forced to stop and then the vehicles were set alight. But unfortunately, that is currently under investigation by law enforcement, and we have no further information as to any possible motives or reasons as to why.
So how many cars were affected in this incident?
6 heavy vehicles and their loads.
Do we know if any injuries have been reported at all?
Fortunately, no injuries were sustained.
Has the road been closed to traffic, or are there processes to reopen it?
At present, the road is entirely closed in that area. Motorists are advised to please delay any travel into that area at this point in time. I don't have a clear indication of when the road will be reopened, but they are working very hard on scene so that we can reopen the road to traffic as soon as possible.
Besides the big challenge of, time frames and when the road will be reopened eventually, what are the other big concerns you're facing as the toll concession?
Well, one of the other concerns at this stage, particularly with regards to the scene, is obviously there have been reports of potential inclement weather and extremely cold weather that is going to be hitting the country and has already in certain areas. So it's extremely important for us that we get the road open as quickly as possible and get the wheels moving again. Do
we know if any arrests have been made at this stage at all?
None that I am aware of, but unfortunately law enforcement would have to advise further.
How do we know if any damage has been sustained on the road?
At this stage, we will only be able to ascertain any damages to the road surface as soon as the recovery and cleanup operations are complete and that our maintenance teams can have access to it. They will obviously need to ensure that they carry out any emergency repairs before we allow any traffic to travel on the route, because we need to make sure that it's safe for our road users to do so. But that is going to take place as soon as possible once the cleanup and recovery is done.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that update. Of course, the details still very sketchy here. 6 vehicles reportedly on fire on the N3 toll route. That road has been closed. We will continue throughout the course of the morning to bring you updates. Speaking there to the N3 Toll Concession Operations Manager, Thania Dhoogra.